Now, here's the question, Mike. We were just talking about the playoff picture. Start with the NFC. I need to know, Mike. I need to know. How about them boys? What's up? What we doing? Are they in? Are they in? Are they out? What's up, Mike? Are they in? Are they out? What are we doing? Jerry needs to know.
Listen, the only thing the Cowboys are in is
I'm listening.
They're in the hunt for a wild card spot.
They're in the hunt for a wild card.
For a wild card spot. That's the only thing they're
still in the hunt.
They're 4-5-1.
They're still in the hunt, Mike. You're telling me there's still a chance. There's still a chance. There's still a chance. By the way, what did Dak have last night or yesterday? What did Dak do? I think Dak only threw for about a bajillion yards and it had, 4 touchdown passes? Look, you know what? If you ask me once again, this was the Dak Prescott, and this was the team that I anticipated them being all season long. I don't know what took them so long. I don't know why they're so inconsistent, but somebody pay that man. Somebody pay Pickens. I don't want to hear none. Somebody better. George Pickens is playing his way into a massive contract. I don't want to hear anything else. You know what? I understand he's had issues in the past, whatever, but you know what? If we're going to be objective about this man has done everything you've asked him to do. This man has showed up. This man has put the work in. This man has absolutely balled out this year. You can make the argument that we know they got CD, but George Pickens is not that far behind CD in terms of overall impact to the game. And you can also make the argument that his impact might actually be better or greater than CD at this point in time in the season. I know that sounds blasphemy to Cowboy fans. You know what I'm saying? But let's be real. George Pickens is balling. You know what I'm saying? Right now, and here's the crazy thing. If you're Pittsburgh, you're looking at it and you're saying, so now you decide to be like this? So this is what you do after you leave me? Is Pittsburgh looking at George Pickens like George Pickens is that ex that y'all broke up and she went to the gym? You know what I'm saying? She got her hair done, she got her nails done. She came in, she looked really, she got it right. You know what I'm saying? She worked on herself, she put the work in, she read books, you know what I'm saying? And you're looking at her this is what you do after me? The glow up is real. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I can't explain it. But Pittsburgh has a deficiency in offense. George Pickens, obviously, you know what? Offense is not Dallas's problem. Consistency and defense is. So
yeah. I don't know. I don't think he'll be a Cowboy next year.
Where do you think he goes?
Jerry's not right now. Let me ask you the question, right? What's his contract? What do you think he's worth after the season?
Anything from 25 to 30 mil.
Okay. So Jamar Chase is getting 40. That's top of the food chain.
Anywhere from 25 to 30 mil.
Okay.
That's
so I think I'm going to say because Terry McLaurin's getting 35.
I think he's better than Terry McLaurin. Scary Terry. Absolutely.
Okay. Actually, no, Scary Terry's getting 30. He's getting 30 or 32, something like that.
Yeah. So we can be at 25 to 30 mil.
So you think he'll settle for that, or do you think he thinks he's 35 million?
So that's a good question, right? I think when you're evaluating George Pickens, unfortunately, I think that you'll have GMs start evaluating him, not based on just his performance, but just what he comes with
everything.
Too.
Yeah, overall.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think certain NFL players get passes when it comes to certain things. When Jamar Chase hits free agency, if he were to hit free agency, no one is going to remember him spitting on, you know what I'm saying, your boy for Pittsburgh. No one's going to remember him, you know what, with Jalen Ramsey in a tussle. No one's going to remember that. You know what I'm saying? With George Pickens, if George Pickens even looks at a ref the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? It comes up in contract time. You know what I'm saying? So I think part of me wants to say it's unfair, but part of me also understands it's warranted, right?
Okay.
Because certain guys, it's a one-off, and then certain guys have a past record of doing some questionable activity. You got to remember, this is not me. This is what George did to himself. Like, he came in and he you know what, he personified a label, you know what, and a reputation for himself. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm all about just the game. I don't care about the antics. Like, based on the game of football and his productivity on the field, without off the court, off the field issues, he is a $30 million wide receiver, in my opinion.
Okay. Do you think Jerry will give him 30?
I think that Jerry's shrewd enough to understand that. I think if there's another team that basically comes to the table with a $25 million offer for him, I think Jerry is not going to lose him to a team based off of that figure.
Because what I'm saying is, say Jerry offers him 3 for 75, right?
I think that's probably, I would say probably, you know what? I would say 4 for 75, 4 for 75, 4 for 80. I would say, I mean, that's a $20 million deal for him, but
that's real. But if I'm George Pickens,
actually, no, you know what? No, you know what? I think honestly, I think Jerry would give him, you know what, a 4 for $100 million deal. I think that he would probably guarantee, you know what, probably about 60 million of it. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if you're George Pickens, do you sign or do you go test yourself in free agency?
This is the part where it becomes, you know what, he's a great fit in Dallas. Like, he's a great fit. Like, he has the quarterback. Like, they have a rookie head coach, first year head coach, I should say, with the team, or new head coach, and they just need a defense and a running back. Let's be honest, right? They get a defense and a running back, Mike. Next year we could be talking about Dallas, you know, barring any injuries or anything like that, in a different situation. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm George Pickens, sometimes it's possible to get more money but be in a worse situation.
But
You know what I'm saying?
okay, but here's the thing, right? So this is what I learned about football. Like, they say, there's 3 contracts, right? Your first contract, which is like your rookie contract.
Mm-hmm.
Your second, which is the most important, right? And your biggest.
Bag.
And then your third, which is like your farewell contract or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this was going to be his second, aka his, right after his rookie. I don't think, especially with like the cap and everything going up year after year, the price is going up. So him settling for 25, 4 years from now, what do you think receivers, like the best receiver, will be making 4 years from now? If it's 40 right now, what's 4 years down the road?
50.
50. So he's making 50. Half of what it's going to be 4 years down the road. So it's kind of almost like you're cutting yourself short.
Because the question is, who's going to like when you start rattling off, huh?
Yep, I can tell you.
Who?
Okay, plenty of teams. So he could go to the Broncos.
I don't think but
I'm talking about if you want 30 to 35 million. If you want 30 to,
I don't think that. So I think that there's like, this is why I say sometimes, like, you got the on the field person, right, and then you have the personification of that person too, right? George Pickens playing for Sean Payton.
I'm saying again,
George Pickens playing for Sean Payton.
Right.
Like, I don't see that happening. Like,
I know, but I'm just naming off teams that could use him, and then I think if they were to get him, they'd give him the bag. The Broncos, and they could afford him. The Broncos, especially if they don't win, their wide receiver play has been horrendous. It's just been fourth quarter comeback football. The Bills, Keon Coleman missed one of his meetings. He's about to probably get suspended a game. He didn't even show up to the meeting. Yeah, that's terrible. And they're probably going to be one and done in the playoffs. So do you think the Bills would give him 30 to 35 million?
No, I don't.
Wow. Okay. New England.
I don't.
New England.
I don't think Vrabel would want him either.
He's played with somebody close. AJ Brown.
I think because Vrabel has found the formula right now, and you got Diggs already.
But I said New England if they don't win.
Oh.
Diggs is 31, 32 years old.
The thing is that what I've learned watching football is that just because a guy's talent shines on the field, right? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the place where you're at is sometimes the best fit for you, right? And it's possible you can go to another franchise, you know what, and you don't have chemistry with that franchise, or they may not tolerate some of the things that you're used to or
Yeah,
accustomed to doing.
that's fine.
Right now, he doesn't
But
have to worry about he's on a team right now, he doesn't have to worry about whether or not he's going to get targets.
right. But is
Right?
he?
So
But he's not. So two type of players, right? Ones who are playing for the bag, and then ones who are playing for a deal or a contract. When Odell
mhm.
went to the Rams, was he playing for the bag? Was he playing for a contract?
Oh, he was playing for a contract.
Exactly. He's just playing for a contract.
He was playing for a
He
contract.
Cooper Cup was playing for a contract.
Yeah,
Like
he's
these
playing for a
guys,
contract.
they just wanted like just give me some. So I just need a contract. Like I know
Yeah.
I'm on my way out the door, but I still want a contract. It's like
Yeah.
okay, fine. Here's 3 years, 45 million. Like okay, fine. You know, George Pickens at 24, 25 years old, he's playing for the bag. He
All right,
came
no
to the
doubt.
Cowboys and he's playing for the bag. So if you're just gonna give me a contract, then I'll go test myself in free agency. He wants the bag.
So I see your point. I just like I'm I'm thinking about it from the standpoint of how many other teams are out there that are going to be willing to pay not 40 million, but pay him 40 million. You know
Well,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't even want 30. I think it's 30 between. I think his sweet spot is 30 to 35. He's not
And
accepting anything under 30.
and
Definitely
when
not
I start
25. Cooper Cup is getting 25.
like
Cooper
when I
Cup gets 25.
he's also Super Bowl winning, former Triple
But
Crown. And
Seattle gave
also,
him.
I mean, I'm not going to go into the other reasons why, but
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
he was that in when they won the Super Bowl 2020.
no, you got a fair point. But
Yeah.
when I look at George Pickens, I'm saying to myself, like former second round pick, right? You had issues playing in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Like there was some off the field and some behavioral issues that really could have possibly be blown out of proportion, because we know how like the media sometimes will blow
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
something out of proportion.
Especially when
But
he
some
didn't
of it is
block
also,
for the running back the one time. Like, yeah.
yeah, and some of it was
His
some of
resume
it was
wasn't too good.
exposed to be
Yeah.
true, right? So really, Dallas represented another chance for you. You know what I'm saying? Like realistically speaking, there really weren't many buyers in the George Pickens sweepstakes
No, it
initially.
wasn't. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I think he's played his way into good standing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we're ready. Like we weren't even starting from a level playing field. We were starting from underneath
I see what you
zero.
mean
You
now.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So it's kind
So
of like you take this and be happy.
so what I'm saying
4
is
years,
like, you
100
know what?
million.
I think like his agent will probably justify it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's a good risk reward for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? But for him to leave that organization and then command another organization where he's put no work in,
New York Giants.
I don't think that they'll give it to him. I don't like that organization specifically. They use it? Absolutely. Knowing that organization though, would they take a $30 million
Yeah.
risk on him? No.
Him with
The only
Malik
reason
Neighbors?
this is why I'm saying what I'm saying. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I believe that organization, because of the quarterback that they have and the stud that they have at wide receiver right now, will more than likely look to build from the draft rather than to acquire free agency. Because if you get George Pickens, there's a level of expectancy based on his performance in Dallas. He's going to expect the ball. So if
Las
you're a
Vegas Raiders
quarterback,
then.
huh?
And the Raiders.
So believe it or not, like the funny thing is that was my other team. Like true
Raiders.
story. Like I was thinking
Desperate.
the
Desperate.
two teams, the two teams that I could see him playing for would be Dallas or the Raiders, because Pete Carroll Pete Carroll is the perfect head coach for, like, he's played. Think
Passive
about it. He's
aggressive.
played with Marshawn Lynch before. He
Yeah.
played. Did you
Yeah.
see the guys in Legion of Boom?
Yeah.
Like, yo, Pete was. Did you see his USC teams?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, we talking about Pete Carroll. Like, he has enough clout to deal. Like, you can't take George Pickens and put him with like some no-name coach.
Yeah.
Like some right now, you got leverage over him because he needs the money. But now he's coming in for the bag. You have to put him with a coach that basically is like, you know what I'm saying, like a John Gruden type coach. You know what I'm saying, a Pete Carroll, somebody who knows how to basically get through and speak. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that I think that those coaches are far and few between. And then you look at the teams and you look at who's throwing the ball. Like, I think George Pickens matches well with Gino's Pizzeria. I do. I think honestly, Gino would be like, yo, thank you for giving me help. Because right now, outside of his one and a half tight ends, you know what I'm saying? Because other tight end is a good complimentary tight end as well, too. But pretty much he has one tight end, and that's it. You give him Pickens, all of a sudden, Pickens runs exceptionally good routes. Gino throws a pretty good ball, one on time. You know what I'm saying? You might have something now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but in terms of the Cowboys and their playoff picture, Mike, this is where me and you got to disagree, bro. They're out. It's not even close.
I didn't say they were in. I said the only thing they're in is in the hunt for a wild card spot. Okay. But they're at the bottom. They're in the bottom. They're out. Yeah, they're out.
To all my Dallas Cowboy fans, like, you're going to be doing exactly what I'm going to be doing as a New York Giant fan during the playoffs. Watching someone else's team.
What if they went out and go 12-5-1? You don't think they're not? Get in? Or
they're not
11-5-1?
They're not.
But what if they do?
They're not. Like, here's the crazy thing. First of all, the Philadelphia is going to win 3 more games before the season's over. Okay, like they're going to sneeze and win 3 games, so that means that Philadelphia is already at 11 wins. Okay, if Dallas were to win every single remaining game on their schedule, right? That is what they with their 5. Their no. They would be at 11. No, 11 wins or 10 wins if they won every single schedule. How many games they have left?
They're
6.
Who? 7.
Dallas.
Wait.
Okay, so they're
Dallas
5, 4, and 1.
Is
so they played 10. They got 7 games.
No, they're 4-5-1, right?
4, 5, and 1, right? So yeah, 4, 5, and 1.
Oh.
4 and 5 is 9. They played 10 games. They got 7 more to go.
4, 5, and 1 because it was just 3, 5, and 1.
All right. So Philadelphia right now. So the best Dallas can hope for, right, is an 11-win team. Okay, that is the best Dallas can hope for, is 11 wins, right? If they win out, 11 wins. Philadelphia's sitting at an 8-2 record right now, right? Eagles win 3 more games at that point in time. You know what? It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And I think Philadelphia is good enough to win at least 4 more out of 7. So I think, honestly, and I don't see Dallas winning out at this point in time. So, Mike, you can give hope to all those Cowboy fans out there in America, hoping, wishing, or wanting to just hold on to something. But it's a wrap. Just call it what it is. Dallas is finished. You know what? They can start the rebuild process for next year, this year now. You know what I'm saying? They can start looking for the draft. You're not going to draft a quarterback. You know what? If you were smart, you're going to go out there, you're going to get a running back, because the running back you let go to the Panthers, you know what? Seems like he's on a mission from God this year. You know what? And on top of that, you know what? You freed up a lot of money by letting Micah Parsons walk, so you saved yourself. By the way, I'm just going to tell you, picking up Quinnen Williams is big. So they have, just to let you know, I'm not, no shade on Dallas. They have the pieces at this point in time. They just need, right, at this point in time. Yeah, like at this point in time, you need one more defensive piece, right? An edge rusher. You know what? You need a running back. You know what, to help Dak out. And then a couple of here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Williams ain't been good enough?
What happened?
Javonte Williams ain't been good enough?
No, you need a real running back.
He's been good this season, though.
I mean, he's serviceable. But you know what? You need 24/7, 365 at this point in time if you're Dallas. Because you're not going to, because Dak, it's been proven that Dak needs, you know what, and all quarterbacks to a degree need a running game at some point in time. You can't just run the ball simply because you want to give your arm a rest. You know what I'm saying?
Cowboys had somebody like Josh Jacobs.
Oh, they'd be unstoppable at this point in time. He creates a whole totally different dimension to the game, and I would hate it because I hate the Cowboys. But I mean, you know what? Then again, Philadelphia is still the team to beat in the NFC East, so they're going to be first time back-to-back winners in like 20 years. So